Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, wherever you guys are at. It's great to be here with you on a live. So, my name is Jim Becker. Great to be with you. And today I want to talk to you guys about the impact of a mindset on sales. So, as I go through this, I really just wanted to come up with an idea that would be really beneficial for most companies. Most companies do have some type of sales, and I want to talk about the mindset of sales and how the mindset of sales can really impact your sales for your company and for your own book of business. You see, there is no guarantee on the future results of an account or past performances. What will matter is the mindset of the sales individual. Nothing shapes the future of a company like the mindset of the sales team and the sales leadership. See, the power of mindset is sales must be understood and thoughtfully maximized. And that's where people run into a problem is when they don't maximize these. And they definitely don't have a sales mindset or an open mindset. A salesperson's mindset can be an ambitious way of being and motivated, or they can be, I guess, articulate and put together in their own appearances. But with all of those attributes and skills, what makes one successful is how their performance and the quality is in relationship to those skills. And what makes a fit worthy is a performance that is positively framed with a good attitude. How many salespeople have you seen that had bad attitudes? Maybe people calling you, right? Maybe those people that are trying to like constantly call you on a regular basis about your vehicle maintenance. As we go through and consider the impact of a mindset on sales, especially within your organization or your own book of business, we will come to see that we deeply believe about ourselves and how we view ourselves as a human being. It has a tremendous capacity to write pages of our success on a page. Really, look at your successes. And as you're getting those successes, write those down. As you come across obstructions or breakdowns, write those down. If you could start tallying your daily breakdowns or your miracles that you have, you'll see something start changing. And it will really allow you to look at your mindset and where your mindset is as an employer or an entrepreneur. So let's really take a look at your self-decorated frame. First, I want to really just share with you the idea of framing, right? When we talk about mindset, what's the framing that's out there? Framing is a way in which you think about and interpret the events in your life and how they have a huge impact on how you feel or behave. Even if it's even if it doesn't change something, your mindset affects on how you be. See, for example, if employees are given, I don't know, given a positive information about their workplace, then they are more likely to do great productive work, right? Rather than those employees that may have been given neutral or negative information about their workplace. See, in other words, positive framing guides employees to be better at their jobs so that they think about it from a sales mindset. When we frame our thoughts positively, we tend to like really feel good and experience success. We all go through our fair share of challenges. It happens each and every day. I have breakdowns every day. I also have breakthroughs. And somehow we start to blame ourselves in a very negative way. We don't reflect on how far we have come or how much we've actually accomplished so far. So we reframe your challenges into a positive light. How often do you do that? reframing those challenges in that positive light. Start thinking about how easy or how simple it would be once you figure out a solution. See, sales is all about having processes and having plans. The outcomes will vary, but can be easier to deal with when you have positivity, right? You need positive people around you, right? There's no reason to judge or to blame, right? You need to guide people. At least that's what I try to do each and every day. When I'm judging, I know I'm not having an outward mindset, I'm having an inward mindset. So stay outward, especially with sales, and have that outward mindset and be positive and don't judge. So if you change your mindset, then you can change your sales outcome also. No, really, what we tell ourselves over and over and over again, and it matters. If you keep telling yourself, don't judge, don't judge, don't judge, as you're looking, you'll find you're not judging. And when you do judge, you're like, whoa, I'm judging. So, I even tried this with rainbows over the last 2 weeks. I started just saying, okay, I'm going to pay attention to rainbows. And so I started seeing rainbows almost every day. And how often have you seen a rainbow? When was the last time you saw a rainbow? When you start looking for something, you see it. When you're driving, whatever you drive, let's just say it's a yellow Jeep, right? Those stand out. But if you're driving a yellow Jeep, you see other Jeeps on a regular basis. So whatever your mind is looking for, it's going to find. So if you're looking for someone that failed, you'll find failure. And usually what I find is I'm looking at something that maybe I'm judging in myself, and that comes out. So be careful on your own judgments about yourself. See, changing our negative self-talk into more positive language is the first step to changing our mindsets, to change your mindset. It could feel awkward at first. It really could, unnatural even, because your mind will want to fight you back on each and every time that you're trying to change it. It kind of hides itself. But you have to stick with it because it will get easier and easier as time goes on and on. Don't be stuck thinking that you have to keep this all the time. And we have to have the right attitude for the right mindset. A positive attitude and an idea of what you're capable of can make all the sales goals more reachable. It doesn't really matter. Just determine what you really want, what you need, but also knowing that there are ways to change your perception. See, perception is your reality. So whatever you're perceiving, it will turn true because we're all creators inside. We're creating our future. We're creating our future in the present moment. If you think of your past, what happened yesterday or last week or what happened to you as a child, and you bring that to the present moment, your future is going to be more of that. Particularly when it comes to challenges that seem totally impossible or overwhelming, or you can't even overcome them. Listen, you can do it. I'm telling you, you can. You just have to shift your mindset. See, sales are full of ups and downs, successes and failures. It's what it is. And it's trying to find a happy median in between. It's important to remember that every situation has two sides, and you need to determine if that situation will be your way of helping you grow, or is it something that will teach you a lesson of what not to do again? One of my famous quotes that I always use all the time, it's amazing how much we learn from those that have nothing to teach. I've learned so much from people that have nothing to teach. What are you doing there is having the right attitude. That's what you're doing. You're having the right attitude. You should give yourself the benefit of the doubt and think optimistically about your future. What's in your future? When you take a long-term view of things, you realize that most of our problems are temporary ones. They really are. Think about those things when you were a child and you got in trouble, you broke something, you got arrested, you got pulled over. It's temporary. It's not lasting you for a lifetime. Now, if you lost an arm or a leg, an eye, those things, those are permanent, right? Those are kind of harder. You have to learn how to accept when those things do happen. Um, it's really interesting the way the mind works, and it's the mind is expansive, and there's so much power there, and we're not even using, I don't know, maybe 20%. I don't think we're using 20%. In sales, a negative mindset is like self-fulfilling prophecy. Facing daily rejection can lead to burnout. It really can. And it's a major cause of low productivity as well. The right mindset really means that your perspective is always open to new possibilities, a new learning opportunity, and a new way of being, new ways of doing things to generate better results. See, because better is better. I don't think any of us really want to be mediocrity throughout our whole life. We really don't. So rather than focus on setbacks and failures, a salesperson with a good mindset will view their hiccups, their breakdowns as valuable lessons to learn from as part of their continued personal development. The sales mindset requires belief and trust in your journey that leads to becoming an expert in sales. It really does. So if you're thinking of any questions, comments, or concerns, or something's just like hitting you right now, please put it in the comments. Share it for everyone else to see, because that's what this is. It's all about a network promise of really giving back. And by you commenting and being present, thanks for being here. I really do appreciate it. Please share so others can hear as well. It's not just me bringing the information. It's all about us bringing together and saying, why is attitude important in sales? Why is it? And sharing that information. Since we were talking about the sales perspective, you need to really realize that sales professionals are often the first touch point for a potential client that inquires about your company. I mean, this is great. Maybe it's the first time they've ever heard of this company. If a prospect has a great initial experience, then they're going to be more likely to become customers. However, if they have a less than amazing interaction with you and your team, then that can dramatically affect those developing sales for you and your pipeline in the future. And the best way to increase the chance of turning a prospect into a customer during the sales conversation often comes down to your attitude. When you approach a sales process, they're looking at that mindset that you have. What's coming out of that mindset? Are you open? Are you fixed? Are you inward? See, having a healthy sales mindset enables you to show up fully present and engaged with prospecting that customer during the sales call. You will improve your sales success and enhance your sales techniques. That's why understanding the customer's needs is such a critical part of your sales role. You don't need to have a fixed mindset of only speaking about the products right off the bat. That's terrible. Rather, you must ask them open-ended questions. Get them talking, find out what their pains are so that you can help them with their business. That's why we're here. We're taking two businesses, the customer and you, bringing you guys together and really becoming stronger. See, one and one don't make two. One and one make five. I know I'm terrible at math. It's called the Chicago Public School System. But really, when two people come together, we're yoked to be stronger than us initially. So one and one is not two. One and one equals five or three, depending on where you guys are at. That is how you will figure out what the customer is seeking, like to find out information. What do they really need? Allow yourself to be more strategically positioned to pitch the most relevant benefits or features that your company is offering. That will directly solve their specific problem. It really will. Otherwise, why are you calling them, right? And it's where you can outshine your competition if you do it the right way and have that outward mindset. So right now, let's go to questions to see if anybody has any questions. So I have questions, and we do. We have several. So this is good. So let's see what people have to say around the world. So Autumn Moss, great to see you. If you if you don't have passion and purpose, you will most likely fail at sales. And you're so right, Autumn. You have to believe in what you do. Believe in the thing, the one thing that you're selling. If you don't believe in it and you're not using it, you're going to have a problem. And believe in the company. You have to believe in your company. If you don't believe in your company, then you're at the wrong company. Definitely. I love this. Autumn, you're continuing. To have a positive mindset that is driven towards building relationships with your customers and being committed to getting results. It's all about the results. But if you don't know what the result that you're looking for and you don't have that written down and you're not thinking about that in your mindset, you're going to miss that opportunity each and every time. Autumn, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We got a thumbs up. Hey, Autumn's back. Framing would be agile. Absolutely. To have, you have to be open and have an open mindset to change and ready to pivot when things don't go as planned, as a mental attitude. Level of resourcefulness. Absolutely. So as we're going through this, you have to, in every business plan that I put together, I always come up with pivots for each one of them on a quarterly basis. What is my pivot? How do I go ahead and pivot out of this? How do I pivot to be better? Each one of those, it's really important to think about your pivot before you even launch. Cindy has, would you say your mindset has the most impact on sales compared to other departments at a company? No. See, in your mindset, you have to have that open mindset if with every single department. If you have that open mindset with every single department, what you're going to find is there's open communication. And a lot of people are not running into these negative situations within your organization. And if they are, it's going to affect how you see your product, how you see your company, and how you see others, especially the people within the organization. Autumn, this is great. You're in here. I love it. I would say it's a big contributing factor. Absolutely. Thank you. Gupta, attitude is must for the success. Gupta, you're right on that one, my friend. Mirza, mindset is the most important key to success in sales. 100%. I get it. And Patrick, thank you. And well, thank you. Thank you for being here today. I really do appreciate it. Starkey, sales is the number one role that forces you to work on your personal development. It sure does. Some people don't want to develop themselves. It's really important. Showing up with the right attitude is key. Great message, Jim. I appreciate it. And I have one last one, and this is great. Very true. This is Rebecca. Rebecca, thank you very much. Rebecca says, very true, but mindset is really hard to work on. It is. Show me your mind. Can you open it up and show me the little gray matter that's little squiggly things? No, you can't, right? It goes beyond just believing in yourself. It is not a once off thing because you face challenges that can pull you back each and every day. Oh my God. Absolutely. Rebecca, it's so right on. And, as we move through this, understand your own mindset. What is your mindset? what I like looking at is if I catch myself judging someone, if I get, I don't know, irritated, pissed off, whatever that thing is, I stop, I reflect. Where did that come from? What's going on? Is there something internally that's happening with me? Um, it's almost like looking at a machine that's broken. And yes, I'm comparing us to machines. Um, maybe, out here, one of my toilets like totally backed up. Like, what's going on? And it wouldn't go down. So I called up a plumber and he rotted it. And then he found out that there's roots inside our toilet system. Oh, that's great. Plus, we have hard water. So I have hard water. Found that out by him coming out and testing the water. Found out that we have roots. And all this came from a pain. See, what we do with our customers, we identify the pains and then we build systems to create a solution to that. And then we have a backup and a backup and a backup. So when you start identifying these pains that's showing up in your own personal life, it's time for you to go ahead and figure out the solution. In some cases, we can't do that. I'm not a plumber. I could take a toilet apart. I can put it back on. I can do certain things. I can change a gas. There's a lot I can do, but it's not my role. It's not what I do best. Leadership is what I do best. So when you look at these things and break it down, most of us can't break things down and break it down to its simplest terms. How do we do that? So as I wrap this up, I want you to really look at your mindset. And I want to say that I'm glad that you guys joined us today. Really. I hope you really took something away from learning about what the mindset does to each person and each situation each and every day. Do customers notice if a salesperson, has a good or bad mindset? Do they notice? Of course they do. If the salesperson has a negative mindset, the salesperson would not be mentally involved at all in important parts of those transactions, because the salesperson filters more or less through a lens that they see the world. And if the salesperson sees the world in a negative light, then everything is negative. It's like having, I don't know, I've got glasses on. It's like having dirt on my glasses. Every now and then I got to clean them, right? And your perspective changes on everything, from our partners to our kids, to our parents, to our work, our colleagues, to the people that we're prospecting to. Just recall that your mindset is what drives how you view work and overall yourself on a daily basis. And it is what we believe about ourselves that can also impact how we feel about our ability to execute our work that we're doing each and every day. With that, I hope you guys have a great and blessed week. Enjoy, and we've got a great holiday weekend in the U.S. called the 4th of July. This is when our whole union was changed, and we had a thing called a Declaration of Independence, and it's really monumental. It's a great day to just say this is 1776, July 4th, and I want you guys to have a great, blessed holiday, safe weekend. So God be with you, and until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.